Hello, people out there, and welcome back to a fresh new season of your favorite podcast, Seek Your Purpose. A new year, a new season, a fresh perspective of viewing life from an all new angle, and you're seeking deep, tired inspiration from even the minutest creature we are being surrounded by. Welcome back to the show. This is your host for the show, Mayank Sehra. So, if you're listening to me for the very first time and you discover the podcast just like that, then I welcome you on board. And I'm sure you'll be having an amazing time over here. So tap the follow button to follow the show on the app you're listening to never ever miss out an episode the time we upload it. And if you're a regular listener and love the content I've produced till date, then please open Apple Podcasts and Spotify, rate the show a 5-star rating, drop in your reviews and let us grow organically by reaching out to the maximum of such purpose seekers that we have around us. So excited to hear the next episode? So am I. So let's kickstart the episode. Here we go. In today's episode, I would like to share an amazing realization that I had in the morning. So like every other day, I woke up today at 6 a.m. I offered my gratitude prayers to the Almighty and headed straight to a neighborhood park for a morning jog. The moment I stepped outside of my apartment, I noticed something unusual. I noticed that people were rushing here and there. And being Saturday morning, I expected the surroundings to be a bit calm, but to my dismay, the vehicles, they were rushing at top gear. Whether it was a car, a bike, any rickshaw, a truck or whatever, everyone was in a rush to get somewhere. And no one was even willing to wait for pedestrians to let them cross the road. And I was one of the pedestrians. I had to wait nearly around 10 minutes to simply cross a road. So I've traveled and explored more than 10 countries to date. I happen to visit in Europe, in UAE, various countries in Asia. And the one thing which I would like to hail about these foreign lands is that they show respect for the pedestrians. Yes, the rules and regulations are so strict that you would love to be a pedestrian over there. You'd love to explore the city by foot. So I remember a time while I was staying in Rouen city in France. The time would have been around 7 p.m. It was drizzling at the time while I had gone to the nearby supermarket to get some supplies. So while on my way back, my hands were full of supplies and I was crossing the road and I was rushing. Although there was no traffic signal, but I was rushing to cross the road. And I simply observed a car approaching me. As soon as it approaches near me, it slowed down and eventually it stopped. The lady driver sitting inside, she asked me, "Gentlemen, not to hurry," and cross the road easily. Well, she was ready to wait until I do that. And the moment I crossed the road, I turned back towards her to say thank you. But to my surprise, she said, "Thank you, dear." She passed a generous smile and she drove away. Wow, that was just an example of how European land treats its pedestrian. They respect their pedestrians. And if I happen to compare a similar scenario over here, people in our land, they are rushing every time. If you happen to be a pedestrian at any time in India, you'll better relate that the distance between a pedestrian and a car is inversely proportional to the speed of the car. Which means the traffic never stops even for a pedestrian to simply cross a road. And I don't understand why is there so much of a rush. Where are we heading? Everyone seems to be in a jiff or a hurry to be ahead of others, to be number one in the race, to be ahead of everyone, to reach somewhere. God knows where and why. Why are we all rushing every day? Where exactly do we have to reach? सब बस दौड़ने में लगे हुए हैं, इधर दौड़ने में लगे हैं, उधर दौड़ने में लगे हैं, बट समझ नहीं आ रहा कहाँ दौड़ रहे हैं, किस रेस में है, किसके साथ, we don't know. Do we rush to reach everywhere on time? That's a joke per se. You simply go out and check the stats and you'll be amazed to see that Indians never reach on time. Although it seems that we are rushing every time, but we always reach late at work. we always reach late in meetings and even late in boarding flight or a train. And according to me, I feel that the most important thing that we are missing out in our daily life these days is a sense of tranquility, which means sense of ease, sense of calmness. The sense of being happy in the now, but with a constant urge and desire to be pulled towards our delightful goal. I'll better relate it with an example. So I was recently listening to Vishen Lakhiani's amazing podcast episode, The Mind Valley Show, along with Dr. Sri Kumar Rao, where Dr. Sri meticulously explained that the desires that we have in our mind to reach somewhere or to be in a position or to be with someone, to experience something, in short, the desires that we have in our mind, these all are being driven by a feeling to feel the emotions once we get there. The desires that we have in our mind are being driven by a feeling to feel the emotions once we get there. And the moment we reach there, that sense of fulfillment isn't there. Because it urges for more. It wants more. And it keeps on urging for more and more and more. It's never ending. So basically, it's an illusion that we are chasing. To be in a rush or to reach somewhere or to once grab that opportunity and we'll be happy. So once I do that, I'll be happy. Once I get that, I'll be happy. Once I reach there, I'll be happy. Basically, it's an illusion which is never ending. And the one thing that can help us out with this hop off and hop on syndrome of chasing things and materials is detachment. Yes, in simple words, enjoy the process, my friend. Be happy in the now, along with a constant pursuit to be pulled towards a vision that you have in your mind. And in my experience, meditation or practicing mindfulness can surely help to build a sense of tranquility in us, a sense of being present in the now, a sense of feeling your senses, a sense of being alive, a sense of finding answers within self rather than seeking outside, a sense of paying respect to all the creatures in the environment, a sense of fulfillment, a sense of being calm, cool and composed in the despairing times, and a sense of building a connection or a conversation with the future self. So there's no harm in rushing like everyone else around, but it won't lead to a tranquil self at all. So in Hindi, we call it chalai man, which means the mind is constantly gauging here and there to keep itself occupied and engaged. So better to make it productively engaged with self only. So this made me quote an amazing line from Ankur Warik's who's Do Epic Shit, which I'm currently reading, and it says, "Everyone can be calm when the things are calm. Being calm despite the storm is a powerful skill." Anyone can be calm when the things are calm, but being calm despite the storm is a powerful skill. So ask yourself, are you at peace or you're constantly rushing anywhere? Take care. So that's what I've got for you in today's episode. An episode which was duly created with love, hope, faith, passion, compassion, and a sense of gentle reminder to tap upon. So if you feel connected with my perspective at any point of time, then drop in your comments on the podcast app you're listening to. You can even drop me a mail at officialseekyourpurpose@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram, Facebook or LinkedIn at MAYANKSEHRA. That is Mayank Sahra. So I'll be looking forward to your messages. So hey self, happy 30s. So let's create a life which we're extremely proud of creating, living, and thus giving it back to the society in the most genuine way. Cheers. I'll see you in the next episode.